Hello and welcome. It's Jilly Cube. I'm here on the Sunshine Coast in Queensland, Australia, doing something that I do love to do. I love using this bubble wrap, and I'm going to create a couple of pieces of art, hopefully lovely pieces with this. So don't forget to save your bubble wrap if you get any parcels or anything that comes wrapped in bubble wrap. I always save it. Has lots of good uses. I keep the bubbles upwards. It just adds a bit of texture to my art. That was a piece that I did have a plan for, but I thought no, I'll try that particular plan I had in my head on a bigger canvas. So I will do that at a later stage, but I'm certainly not going to waste that canvas. So I will be using that canvas plus another one. The reason I mark out on my bubble wrap where it's basically I don't want to have paint out of that area because it's just a waste. So if I give myself a guide where the paint needs to go, it's all a winner chicken dinner. So what I will do with these two, the 20 by 25 canvases, I'm going to give one a light coat and one a dark coat of just a base colour. Now when you're doing dipping, you don't have to give a base colour if you're going to dip the whole canvas, but I like to actually give a thin coat. It doesn't need much paint on there because you're going to pick up the paint from the colours that you layer on your bubble wrap. So on the second canvas, the same again, but this colour is called Tahiti. They're global colours mixed with my normal Keep It Simple pouring medium. And like I said, it is better to keep a thicker mixed with a dip. So it's kind of, the spoon may stand up in your cup, but obviously not like jelly. I just find with a thicker mix, it has less opportunity to mix all the paints together and go muddy. So when I'm doing these dips, I do love to do a chevron pattern, which is the V's. So it's just my thing, or you can do anything you like, wiggle or whatever. I think either way you will come out with a really nice effect, providing your paint is, the right consistency. So this colour I'm using is my champagne gold, and I custom make it. It's 50% metallic gold, 50% silver. This colour I'm using is another custom colour that I make up. It's real dark red, then I add some phthalo blue, and then I add a little blob of brown if I want it to go like a really dark cherry. Kind of looks black on there, but it is a really beautiful, very delicious colour. So that was a little dash of turquoise in there, and then that one was actually, it's like a navy, but I only put a few spots of that in there. And now here you go, is press one onto the other, and literally just make sure that the paint is transferred from one canvas to the next. So it is absolutely a lovely technique to do with your girlfriends. You like a sip and dip. You can call it a sip and dip, or with children. It is something, these dip techniques are something that they used to do in the schools when my son was going to school. Many years ago, he used to do these dip techniques and balloon artwork. Oh, well, there you go. That is quite a lovely effect on there. So we'll actually see what the lighter colour canvas brings up. but I am going to layer some more paints on there before I lay that second canvas with the Tahiti base. So definitely I think I'll go obviously the white, and then I think I'll relayer the same colours that I did, and we'll see what we get this time. So I added the same blue that I coated the other canvas into this one. So we will get two different looks, but sort of in the same tones. And I always get excited when I'm doing these dips. They're so simple, and yes, they are quite childlike, but they get some lovely results, and they can really encourage people to give art a go even when they think that they can't do it. It is definitely something that we can all do. So the joys of art, eh? Let's give it a squizzy. Oh, wow. Oh, that's beautiful too, isn't it? That is beautiful. So what I'll do is I'll just get my tray, that's it, so you can see them both. And of course I've got to embellish them. So I might even try my two different kinds of embellishment. So one will be with the small balloon that has a little bit of water in it. Just for me, it just gives it that little bit of weight. So I might give it a few balloon kisses, and then I'm going to actually try doing a straw blow flower, which are really becoming another favourite of mine of late. So keep with me and look out for further magic. So I'll get my balloon there to go first with my balloon, but I think, I'll try my straw blows. So we'll see how these work out. The straw blowing of just, even if you just blow the one colour, the other colours that are already there underneath the canvas seem to show through. Oh, well, there you go. I'm deciding to, my goodness, I'm here, there and everywhere, aren't I, like a hairy goat? I make one decision and then go off on a tangent to the next. So I'm putting that little bit of black down there and just balloon kissing it, which is quite nice because it does add like a butterfly effect in there, even dragonfly. So that's that kind. It is quite nice. I do like it. So let's maybe do some more. You can really see here how those balloon blown flowers, they actually stand, out of the canvas. They really do give it a 3D effect, like that dipping effect is like in the background, and so the blown flower effect is really like it's floating there. I'm liking exploring the blown flower on different techniques like cut paws and swipes. Oh my goodness, all tilting. So it's endless, the different opportunities you have with the acrylic fluid art. So I'm just going to try and pretty it up a little bit, but I'm super happy with these two little pieces. So what do you guys think? Please don't forget to give me a like and drop a comment. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so, because it all helps me as a creator. But it costs you guys absolutely nothing. It's all free. So until tomorrow, my lovelies, I will catch up with you then. Have a look at the dried pieces.